so the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run again with Ajayi. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Shift together here from the D-line. Pushing through the contact. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Wentz finding his new weapon, Jeffrey, for an Eagle first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Three yards to go on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Here's Ajayi. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Jeffrey will go in motion right. In motion left is Jeffrey. And now here's a carry heading left. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They run the counter now on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Wentz to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that'll set them back 5. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you until the next time you take the field.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They go play action. Now Mahomes looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down following the incompletion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And out now come the Eagles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Wentz now on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Watch it now, Barney. Four down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Still 9 yards to go on third down.
Let's go. Green, 39.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now they try the right side here. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Wentz now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes to throw on second down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Fresh set of downs here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Throwing on first is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz signaling frantically. Let's get to the line. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Wentz will try again on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This Chiefs team, 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL, and they get an early one here.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it. They demand it. And they get them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes trying to lay one up, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Wentz. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Wentz going to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Wentz to throw on second down. Ertz over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Going with Smallwood running left. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Allen Bailey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. second down now after the incompletion. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, but I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Hill shedding the tackle. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This is Hunt. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Mahomes now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Pushes him over. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Wentz now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Wentz on third down. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They run with Hunt, shelling through the defense. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. Here's Hunt. So we got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to fourth down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx it?
Maybe jinx him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything to do with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science. These things do happen.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Going on first is Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. A first throw for the backup Foles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now it's Hunt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa.